Oh, here they are. Damn.
What do you got?
Oh, just a bunch of straps, ratchet straps. I'm driving Emily's stuff up in the big rig here, the big diesel. Emily gets all the favors. I go to the airport for Emily. I do this, I do that for Emily. And I really enjoy running errands because it reminds me of being in mining and all the fun and you get to do, you're an independent worker and it's just, mining is so fun. Anchorage is a frontier town. Alaska's a frontier state. Really, still, mostly. We've got some industry. But Anchorage is the end of the supply chain, and Nome is 500 miles away. So it's a big deal. By boat, I think it's 1,500 miles. And the boats stop running in August, so that's it. So you have to plan ahead. If you want to supply yourself, you need to supply yourself in shipments that arrive in late June for the next year, for your planning for 2 years ahead. That's what you got to do that for Nome. Otherwise, it's $1.25 a pound now, I think, or something like that. For air freight.
I think it's $2.
Oh my heavens! We need our own airplane. We need to buy one of those old C-119 cargo airplanes and put modern engines in it, and good to go.
This year we're gonna get more fuel. Last year we only had 25-gallon fuel tank for our outboards. Well, this year we got bigger outboards. That means we need more fuel. And so now we're doing this 100-gallon fuel tank. I think we're gonna send it with Steve. He's gonna handle the logistics of getting all of our equipment up to Anchorage and on to Nome. Next thing I gotta do is I gotta weld the inside of these end caps. That way it'll be welded on the outside, also on the inside. Can't have any fuel leaks. All right, we got the inside welded. Best ever. Now we get to use the big sharp blade. We're gonna chip out these welds here. Oh yeah. Nice and clean, ready to TIG. So here's the big idea. This is the tank upside down, and this will be the lid. The lid is 2 inches bigger all around, and that is gonna be how we're gonna mount it. This will actually be hanging in the boat, and this extra big lid will get welded down into the hole that we're gonna cut for it. So we don't want any weird oils and stuff inside the fuel tank, so I'm using some little alcohol spray rag to clean it up. See all this right here? All the crumbs? You don't want that going into your fuel system. I'm using this denatured alcohol, which I know is very flammable. I'm spraying it in there and I'm thinking, don't let the intrusive thoughts win. What would happen if I lit a match? I mean, would it be a boom or just a whoosh? These plates right here have to get welded to the deck. The deck, or the top, goes on top of this, and it has to be welded to this. So what we do is we cut a long notch into the top plate. got our plug weld holes. This is ready to weld. But in order to get this ready to weld, we need to straighten out these sides. They're all wiggle waggle. You know how many clamps a welder needs? One more. Got to get as much done as we can while we're still here. An hour spent in my shop is definitely worth like 3 hours in Nome. I mean, it takes a long time to get things done up there, just with limited supplies and all that. Two fill caps, that way when you're filling up, you open both, point the nozzle in, let her rip, and as you put all that fuel in there, all the air in the tank comes out the other hole. Makes it really fast to fill. Fuel suction, and vent. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself. I think I did a pretty good job. It's a fuel tank, but you know, it's gotta be good. Now I just gotta check the whole thing for leaks. So, all right, I'm back from the store. Got all the goods. I will put some plugs in it. And then a little pressure gauge goes here. I don't want to be cocky, but I think we nailed it. I will fill it up to about 4 PSI. Can you imagine if that gauge didn't work and I accidentally filled this thing up to 100 PSI and then it exploded? I'm gonna go turn the air compressor down just to make sure it doesn't go above 20 PSI. Smarts. And I'll put soapy water all over the welds and make sure it's good. You know, it's a lot better to find a leak with some soapy water than it is to find a leak with gasoline. Once you put gasoline in this tank, nobody's welding on it anymore. Gotta be sure. It checks out. No leaks. And what a relief. So I'm just gonna wipe it down, get the soap off of it, and I am done. Next stop, Nome.
If you want to experience the thrill of finding your own Bering Sea gold like we do, check out our pay dirt at beringseapaydirt.com. Each bag contains real gold from our sluice box mixed with the rich mineralized sands of coastal Alaska. So you can be a miner in your own backyard. I'm going in. We have shipped thousands of orders and have over 575 reviews on our website with a 4.9 out of 5-star rating. That's because you can always trust us to have chunky gold, accurate scales, and fast shipping. But don't believe me, believe our customers.
You all are familiar with Emily Riedel. She sells pay dirt, and I bought pay dirt from her.
You can actually see the gold right in it, so that's pretty cool.
Ooh, look at that.
That's a nice looking smile of gold there. Check those out.
It's such a great pay dirt. That was a fun one. As quick as it was and as easy as it was.
The bigger piece here.
Oh, there he is. What's going on? You know, just having a good old time. Just welding away here. Yeah. Just you can tell by my hat that I'm almost done. No gap too big, right? All right, watch your eyeballs. Yeah, springtime in a fishing community here in Alaska is when everybody bursts into activity, and there's fishing boats everywhere. And if a guy shows up with a welder, people just start coming around and being like, "Hey, can you weld on my boat? Hey, can you weld?" There's just a huge shortage of welders who can weld on, aluminum especially. So everybody wants a welder, and I've got this one big project that I've been doing. Rolling up in the Homer boatyard. This boatyard's called Northern Enterprises. There's a whole bunch of boats in here, the fishing fleet. The early times, here we go. This has been my big boat project. Here's my project for the winter. From here up is all new construction. This cabin right here. So now the captain can be standing up in here and he can drive his boat from up in here. So here's where the steering wheel goes. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Here's your awesome view. Here's all of our awesome welding and fabrication. And this will be a nice bunk. I can sleep here. Nice storage, all this. Cool grab handles up here. And it's got a big old sliding door. It's real slick, awesome looks on the side, little tie-down points, lots of little details, and I'm proud of it, and it's good. It's been a good winter project. I'm really happy about it. So, a little bit of gold mining, a little bit of boat building, and that's the off-season. Okay, it's done.
All that noise just for that little thing?
Yeah.
That was a lot of noise just for that little dot.
This is what our battery cables are going to go through, and it'll keep the water out from our pontoons. We're making more and more improvements, so I'm excited about that. This is where we're gonna spend many an hour. Oh, right here, just listening to Alex breathe. And this is such an upgrade over a piece of soggy plywood, which has been there for who knows how long. A real boat with a real boat seat. How about that? Here we go. Now this is gonna handle the big hose on the front of the boat. We'll put a pulley here, and it'll lift and drop. We'll have a cranky handle right here. And it comes with a base. It's a little frozen down. Stuck.
Steve, does it feel like ice mining?
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Wow.
There it is.
We're heading up to Anchorage. All this either goes on a barge or an airplane. So, got to be there in about 2 weeks. That's what we're doing.
They're gone. My projects are gone. Great.
I'm at home here, just trying to finish this episode before I head to Nome. It's kind of crunch time with all of the pre-season plans and projects and preparations for the 2024 season, but there's still a lot of editing to do. This is actually what I've been doing for the last few months. I actually quit my job of 11 years in a machine shop to go full-time with Bering Sea Pay Dirt with Alex and Emily. And I couldn't be more happy with the decision, to be honest. It's been pretty awesome. And so yeah, I've just been sitting here editing for the last few months, making episodes. And actually this morning, while I was sitting here, I got an email notification that my wetsuit, my new wetsuit just showed up. Oh, of course, they just throw it in the rain. No big deal. It's supposed to be wet. It's fine. Oh, the dog, she wants a piece of it. Yeah, she's cute. All right, let's open it up. Yes. I think this one will fit. I hope so. Maybe you have to cut some of the legs off. It's a little bit long, but if I'm being honest, this is the second suit that I bought because I kind of got a dad bod going on, and the last one almost suffocated me to death. It needs to get wore out a little bit. So we're gonna try a large, and it'll be just fine. I'm sure it'll be just fine. But I'm not gonna change on camera, so. All right, here it is. It's actually kind of tight in my throat. I'll have to figure out a way to make that so that I don't pass out. But otherwise, this thing looks pretty good, feels pretty good. I think it's gonna work out just fine. So I can't wait to show you guys what it looks like diving into the Bering Sea. What do you think? You ready for me to leave? I leave today. I leave tonight at like 6:30. So I'm just doing all my packing. Got sleeping bag because we're not real sure yet what the sleeping condition's gonna be like. Dog's not gonna come with me, unfortunately. That'd be fun. Some power tools, not much tools though, because all the other guys are bringing boatloads of tools. And a bunch of hats that I had made up. Freedom Fever, Bering Sea Pay Dirt. It's not fish, it's freedom. Made the team some hats along with my wetsuit. I'm bringing some skins basically to try to not chafe. Okay, here's an important one. Emergency for just knocking down on the colds. You might think that's not a big deal. Colds aren't a big deal, like suck it up, buttercup, but if you've got a cold, you cannot equalize your ears because your nasal passages are all plugged up. You could be out for an entire week, and it could be the week where the guys are killing it and they're on 1 ounce, 2 ounce an hour gold, and if you can't dive, you don't have any hours on the box. Another thing that's a huge deal is ear protection. I'm bringing up a bunch of liquid IV because you're down there for hours, and this, for me, usually helps keep me hydrated enough. Dive computer. We're going to try to go deeper, so we've got to really, really pay attention to our depths and how long we're under. Everybody on the team's got one of these. This is what is going to allow us to create the content that you guys get to see on YouTube. Microphone kit for our DJI Pocket 3. Two of those microphone kits. Here's one of the DJI Pocket 3. Another DJI Pocket 3. One more thing, super important. The whole reason I'm there, I've got 1 ounce of gold left that I didn't sell from last year. Only need 50 more of those. 50 ounces is my goal, so There's a lot of work to do.
Alright, so today we're going to start working on the jet flare section of pipe. At the end of last season, this thing was pretty tore up. So it's originally built with stainless and carbon kind of together. There's different sections that are carbon steel, there's different sections that are stainless. And the stainless has just gotten eaten up. It holds up pretty well for corrosion, but it's not very abrasive resistant or impact resistant to the rocks and the sand. Where the water from the pump comes into the jet flare, it hammers the material as it comes through, and it really eats away at that stainless where it's soft. I've ordered up some abrasive resistant pipe, or AR, plate that was bent into a section of pipe. So we're gonna replace the stainless where it's been eaten up with this AR plate. We're hoping to get a lot more life out of it. Okay guys, so I got this cut apart here so we can kind of see these jets. And inside the housing here, they actually have like a bell flare. We're gonna get some heavy wall pipe to connect to these. And on our new section of AR plate, we're gonna take the new pieces of pipe that are gonna stub off the old jets here, and we're gonna have to cut them and miter them into this section. I have gotten, I'm gonna call it a root pass, all the way around and through and around these jets, which is definitely a tight fit, but you can see it going by there. The goal now that I've kind of got that rooted in, before I weld in the flange, I'm gonna brace our inlet to that where the housing is, because I want this to stay exactly where it is, because it fits our pipe as it comes from the pump and through the deck. This angle and the position is really pretty good for us, and I want to make sure I maintain that. So this whole section is going to stay, and then the rest of this housing has got to go away because it is rotten. All right, guys, we are on the final stretch here on trying to get this this jet done. In this last part, I need to rebuild the pump inlet housing. We're gonna do the best we can. I've kind of got a plan A, and if you're watching this and you say, the heck is he doing? There's gotta be a better way to do it. Well, you're probably right, but this is what we're doing today. Hopefully we don't end up on plan B, but either way, we're gonna get this done. Had to finish up these welds today. I'm not super proud of this connection between the old inlet and the new housing, but I also kind of realized it doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to work and it has to be strong. Got this connection in. I did these with 309 rod, if you were curious. I didn't have any 1/8 inch, so it's all 332. These are a pretty tight fit to get through past the jets. Got it all cleaned up. She's looking pretty smart. The hose connection is, well, she's pretty rusty. There's not much I can do to clean that out. At least I don't really want to. It's just gonna get tore up again, but it's a pretty thick, heavy piece. So even though it's scaled up, I'm not really too worried about it at all. I think I'm gonna probably throw a coat of paint on this thing, try and surprise the guys. I hope everybody likes it.
We're at Costco here. We're on our way to Nome. We're gonna ship this thing. It can't go air freight, so it'll go for the boat.
We filled up all these scuba tanks. They can't fly because of the pressure changes. They have to go on the barge. So we got this nice box here, put all this full scuba tanks in here. But it's a waste to put this on the barge without filling it up all the way with stuff, you know, because we're gonna pay a very similar amount of money because you pay a lot for space on the barge rather than weight. So we're hitting Costco. We're gonna fill all this empty extra space up with just kind of essentials that are, you know, too expensive to get in Nome.
$50 for some olive oil in Nome.
We're definitely getting olive oil.
Eat so much olive oil.
Yeah.
We're gonna have good food in here. Maybe some beer too.
Oh, we need that. We need one of these couches for sure.
We're on the gold dredge.
How much would that cost to get to Nome?
$3,000.
Now, the essentials are good beer. In Nome, those rainy days, weeks of rain and wind, no mining, what are you gonna do with your life? Well, beer is the answer to no gold. Beer will get you through times of no gold better than gold will get you through times of no beer.
Think that's enough?
No. We're never gonna have enough.
Well, we'll catch fish.
If we don't catch fish the second we get there,
Peanut butter and jelly.
we're gonna die.
What else?
Pale ale?
Yeah, that's a good one.
This seems like a lot of booze, but we're gonna be there for 4 months. So that's
It's a lot of crew members too.
4 crew members, 4 cases, 4 months. That's not gonna be enough.
I'm gonna grab some cereal.
All right. Now, we're gonna go to the vegetable section right now. Now, tequila is one of my favorite vegetables because, you know, it used to be a vegetable.
Very essentials.
It's going to be a lot of rain this year. I'm going to get 3 because it's going to be rainy weeks of rain. Okay, that's 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks of rain. Let's get a month of rain here. Okay, good. That's the vegetables for the day. Back in the day, you know, at the beginning of the show, Costco was, I don't know, it was like an exemplar. Every time I go, people would shout my name out. That was the thing. They'd just shout my name out right across Costco. Steve Riedel. It's kind of fun, actually. Happened 3 times. Every time I go to Costco, happened 3 people. No one noticed me today. Not even you.
I saw you, Steve.
Yeah, you did, but you really didn't hardly notice it. You know, I was just there. It wasn't exciting. It wasn't like Bering Sea gold. No, that's over. It's all right, though.
This is wild, dude. Dude, good freaking job, man. This looks amazing.
This is our old jet, Jets, and this is our new one. And I just finally got it painted up. This was kind of our main problem child.
Come on, you could have passed that. No problem.
I did.
And you did.
And then it blew out again.
It's been well patched.
Yeah. There's definitely going to be some parts on the new one that are holdovers from the old one. We tried to only keep the stuff that we thought would hold up. So the hose attachment is the original. This thing was really rusty, but it's so thick and so heavy that it really wasn't that big of a concern. It can still be rusty and still work fine. Once the material gets to the jets, that's where we see like most of the wear in the pipe.
This is a piece of plate that was bump bent all the way around, and then this is the weld seam over here.
Yeah, and there's another one on this side too.
Oh, right there, yeah.
Super, super hard material, way harder than the stainless that we had in there, and certainly harder than like even regular plate steel.
Do you think this is gonna last longer than the usual though?
That was the intention.
You're on record.
That was the
You're
intention.
on record.
Yeah,
We got this in video.
Yeah, Ross, how many seasons is this gonna last? He doesn't want to talk into the mic.
I'm gonna say 3.
All right.
I'm gonna say at least. I think if our investment was worth it, we get 3 seasons out of it with little issue.
How much do you think this weighs?
It's a two-man lift or 2 very sturdy women. Yeah.
Or maybe three sturdy women and 2 men.
Yeah.
That's more accurate. It's an expensive ship. It's like $2 a pound on Northern Air Cargo.
I really think we should just buy
These
a plane
days.
ticket.
We should. We just put it in first class.
It weighs as much as the normal average American. So
Maybe it's just like
400 pounds?
yeah. So if we put this in premium class, I don't see a problem. You guys got it? Yeah, I gave you guys a light in.
Put that light in.
Don't scratch it.
Those are pretty big.
The time to me. I only got one in here. He's done this before.
Once or twice. I want to try to get as close to that side as possible, so.
Well stuff, $1 a pound. Woo! And it starts up small, but it gets pretty big. Pretty soon you're paying $1,000 bills. Ship stuff.
Would you ever drive a forklift for a living? Seems fun, kind of.
Yeah. For a little bit, warehouse. When I was a warehouseman when I was a kid. Duty free, back when duty free shop was here. I drove a forklift for them for a while. We sold booze to the Japanese, basically what we did. It used to be like ice cream Friday here. You'd have ice cream, you'd get a little thing of ice cream.
Really?
Yeah, it was a reason to come here. It was like a little bit of ice cream to make your day.
We spend so much money here every single year.
Yeah,
They've never given us ice cream.
Okay.
All right, so that was our first $840 shipping bill.
Right.
To NAC. Let's see how many more of those we're going to put up. What do you think? Over under $3,000 in shipping this year?
Oh, I don't know. This trip can't go by the year. This trip, 800 or so far. You'll go to 1,500.
No, we're going higher than that.
Really?
For sure.
The Northern Air Cargo. The new flare.
Back for trip number 2.
That's a $1,000 bill right there. $1,000.
Oh, you think so? We'll see.
Maybe more.
We've already got $840 on the bill.
I see. I know I was close.
All right, well that was $650. So we're up to 1,500 bucks here.
Whoa.
And yeah, we still gotta do the outboards.
We
And
could buy
still
our own
gotta-
airplane for that. We could buy our own airplane and ship it. 1,500 bucks.
$1,500 airplane.
Down payment. And then you just renege after you've... Every season you do this. You buy an airplane, you ship your stuff up, and then you don't make the payments. Cheap airfare. Cheap.
That's the American way.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Borrow,
default,
and it's free. I'm a little nervous about what the price tag's gonna be.
Oh yeah.
These things are oversized and technically hazmat. So we're just we're gonna load up all the propellers and the oil change kits and everything. We just stuffed them inside here to try and save a little bit of space, a little bit of money.
Going to Nome on flight 155. We are ready to begin the boarding process. The screen over the door will let you know when you're due to board.
Ice is looking pretty thin. We're on thin ice. And it's looking pretty broken up, so all good signs. Thin ice means it's going to be gone pretty soon, and it's going to be time to mine for gold pretty soon. We got a lot of work to do on the boat, but we got a lot of guys too, so the proportion of work to guys I feel pretty confident about, so I think we're going to get it done in time. There's a lot of blue out there. That's Sledge Island. It's like uninhabited island, about 25 miles away from Nome, 5 miles offshore.
Tons of gold loaded.
Loaded with gold. You see, legend has it, some guys went out there and found gold one time. It was good gold, which is why there's nobody there mining right now. That's how you know. Especially not those guys.
Warm here.
It's downright balmy. I think we've landed in Miami and not know.
Except for all the snow.
Maybe not quite, yeah.
Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, she's pretty free. She's pretty free of snow. There we go. Just how we left her, didn't seem so long ago. That needs a power wash for sure. Okay, that's how we left you. Remember last year we had to shovel so much? This is the last of the snow on the road right here. That's it. Flag still flying. Cabin looks good. Cool. It's like Crocs are the official work shoes for the Gordon shop, huh?
Official, yes. Crocs are king. I haven't lost a toe yet.
You got quite a few projects here. You got some outboards. I see 1, 2, 3 motors. I assume one came out of this.
Yep. So half of it I do auto work for people on the side, and then I do a lot of repairs and like I'll buy stuff, fix it up, and then resell it. So I'd say that's one of the reasons I'm up on the Eroica now is problem shooting and repairs, which I love.
And your good looks.
And my good looks, yeah. The personality. I like to do jobs I enjoy, who I work with more than the money even though. You know, so hanging out with being able to dive with my own son is huge. Dan's super cool to dive with, and we have a lot of fun what we do. So we make money and have fun and work hard. It's iron sharpens iron is what I would say. You have a good group of people that can work together, and you can produce a lot and have a lot of fun doing it. So yeah, I'm excited to get up there and gold went down a little bit today, $50, but compared to what we were last year, and there's a lot of potential in the market. We're trying to figure out where this floor is going to be at and if it's going to hold, but I do think it's going to be a good season. What's going on?
Good job. Hey, I'm taking away for you.
Last one. I had the first bags and the last bags.
Ah, the sound of babies crying.
Yes, we're excited for it. £5,000, so that should be fine to try to use the bucket and lift the boot truck. We're trying to lift the front of it up and then just kind of roll it out.
You might go 2 years in a row breaking a strap.
Hey!
It's our annual preseason tradition if you break it again.
Snap! Oh well. Well, this is not as precious as a pontoon, I don't think. We're gonna tie them bowline knot here, but we'll see if that actually comes undone. See the silver hook?
Yeah, that came undone.
Oh, it came undone on the other side. So yeah.
Hey, second broken strap.
I don't think it was designed to do what we're doing with it.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
All right, we get some chain. More yankability.
Yeah.
All right, this is a little bit ghetto here, but we're gonna make it work. Oh, it's coming. Oh, it's coming. There it is. I thought you were going over there for a second.
I was close.
All right, hello, truck. So she wants to start up, huh?
A lot of snow up around the engine and stuff. I just wanted to get it out of the pile of snow, so get a chance to get her to melt down. So
Awesome.
yeah, she's out.
That sounds good.
Many hands make light work, my mom always said.
Oh, that's right. Smart lady, your mama.
That's right.
You do a marriage.
Ole! You have to cut it.
Marriage knot?
If you do a marriage knot, she ain't coming undone.
I don't know if it's gonna be enough for a bowline.
side by side. Yep.
Not much of a tail on this.
That'd be fine. Beautiful.
Frozen. See ya. There we go.
Perfect. All right.
All right, you're gonna pull out, and I'm gonna hit it with the drone.
Sweet.
I'm an official drone pilot. I told everybody I was a pilot. My father-in-law Steve was really excited about that because he's a real pilot.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he's like, "You're not a pilot. You're a drone pilot." I said, "I still got
pilot.
I got a pilot's license, Steve.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It counts."
It does.
Yeah, you're hitting that big snow pile with the port side. We're clear. All right, I'm getting the drone now.